So it looks like here, these teams getting ready to roll VcK, their custom evil rain gear. Getting ready to roll for this next game. Speaking of VcK, this game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball. Members of VcK actually work at Pro Edge. Big shout out to John from Pro Edge Paintball. If you are in the Houston area, you definitely want to check out Pro Edge Paintball. And they are trying to stay dry before the start of the first point here. So Seattle Thunder, very used to playing in the rain, taking on Houston VcK in the Challengers division here. VcK did great yesterday, 2-0 for them. What a great start for their professional paintball career. Doesn't get any better than that. Well, actually can't get better if they could go 2-0 today and head 4-0 into Sunday. But we will see. Seattle Thunder trying to stop them. And also it's cool to see Corey Field reuniting with Matt Chim, two players who play with the Naughty Dogs organization. And Matt Chim brought along with him some of the guys from the Notorious program. So the best of the Pacific Northwest are about to fight some of the best players from Texas as Houston VcK and Seattle Thunder.
Got a new player over there on Seattle Thunder as well, Jordan Watson, number 58. I know Jordan from Southern California, moved out to the Midwest in Nebraska for a little bit in the military, got out and then moved up to Seattle. Now got an opportunity to play with Seattle Thunder. So, you know, we'll see how he plays out there with Nico Perry, Corey Field, Scott Knight, and Matt Chim coming on the field for Houston VcK. Nico Hyde, Matt Fuzzy Fazito Jackson, Cameron McCarty, and TJ Danner.
Nico Perry looking like he's filling out a little bit. You know, he's been playing pro now for a couple years, and he was the youngest player in the professional division, looking like he's starting to grow into his body. And let's see how he's been playing, man. He's a very highly talented player. Here we go, big move all the way off to the break for Seattle Thunder, and they go right up to the center off the break, trying to shut down the snake side of the field. VcK was able to make it out wide. Right now it's 5-on-5, Knight in the snake for Thunder, and Thunder now moving up on that D side of the field. Map Chim backing up Knight. Map Chim back corner bunker on the snake side. You're looking at the back line there for VcK. Not much aggression out of VcK yet. They do have good field position in the center. Referee getting in there and checking out their center player. Still 5 alive. We haven't seen 5 players alive for both teams longer than about 15 seconds, I think, this entire event. Maybe this is going to be the first time. Looks like VcK wants to make a move here into the snake. Kind of slow playing it a little bit, though. Much better field position for Thunder as they are up in the center, and they also have Knight in the snake.
Yeah, Knight, the only guy stopping him from coming around that corner is the snake side temple, but he's standing up over the top. Jordan Watson there in the A, trying to cut down that snake side of the field as the first body finally comes off the field. It's Nico Perry off the Dorito side for Seattle Thunder.
Yeah, so Nico Perry first to take the walk. And I think the reason that Knight was stayed on in that spot for so long is because he got a shot on that center bunker, trying to keep him out of the D side. That's a good spot to now. Doesn't matter. He drops the lane, and then all of a sudden here comes VcK up in the center and down that D side of the field. You get the guy in the center for Seattle Thunder, but here comes the hammer being dropped on Knight, and he gets murdered by Map Chim. So Map Chim still left alive, back corner bunker. I think he's the last player left alive.
Good job by VcK right there. Well, slow-paid game. I like the way they came out, broke out. There was no eliminations on the break, which kind of slowed that game way down. And then, of course, Seattle Thunder getting up to the center wedge did not help the situation at all.
Thunder did a good job of getting some ground, but then they lost the second half of that point. You know, they lost Nico Perry they lost their attack and Nico Perry on the D side of the field. And then though Knight was holding that side down from Snake 1, it didn't matter because as soon as he dropped that lane to move up and all that craziness happened in the center of the field, he pushed forward on the Snake side, and then here came VcK up that D side of the field. So VcK just a little bit better here than Seattle Thunder in this first point.
You know, right there, Matt Jackson on your screen, age 25, 5'8", 155 pounds. Young kid from Houston, Texas, hasn't played pro yet. I like these guys. You know, I like the fact, A, that they stepped up from where they were. They say, hey, look, we win a couple tournaments. We're pretty happy with what we're doing. Let's go take the next level, see where we're really at. Let's test ourselves.
I love that, man. That's what it's all about, man. See how far you can go. You never know until you give it a shot. Here comes VcK on the attack. Thunder had that initial position in the center, but ended up taking him out underneath, but then he traded out with, or he got shot by Knight, and here's Knight. And then here comes the hammer being dropped. Nice job by VcK there. So VcK, you know, VcK went 2-0 yesterday, man. They had 2 wins as they defeated Legion, and they also beat Top Gun Union. So again, this game is brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball. We'll be right back after this for a few words from our sponsor. So we're back here. There's Corey Field, Gomez getting ready to go here for Seattle Thunder. They need to get on the board. Well, let's check in with Lauren Kelly down in the pits.
Hey, I'm down here with Matt Chim on the sidelines. You guys have lost 1-1 this weekend so far. How has this field layout been playing for you?
You know, it's either really aggressive or really slow. It's really dependent on the team and what type of paintball we play out here. And you know, for us, the first, you know, like Art Chaos beat the crap out of us. I mean, they beat us fair and square. We regroup, we figure out, you know, some stuff that we did wrong, and we trying to fix that, and we won against the Russian Legion. That was a tough match.
All right, well, right now they're playing against VcK, who is undefeated so far. We'll see if they can get a win out of this one.
Thank you.
So 17-12 to go. VcK now slowly but surely starting to make their way up the field, see if they can make it in the snake off the break. It looks like they are able to do it. And that's number 22, John Jackson, the owner of Pro Edge Paintball, actually. So John Jackson in the snake, trying to get shots cross field. And here comes VcK pushing up the D side of the field as well as a body drops. It's Adam Gomez. TJ Danner was able to sneak a shot on him, and TJ Danner chalking up some kills already, man. 4 confirmed for TJ Danner. And Jordan Watson also comes off for Thunder. So Thunder's starting to get chewed up here by the attack of VcK. VcK taking more ground on the D side. Jackson moving up into the 50-yard line. Snake. The referee's in on him and is going to call a minor penalty. So Jackson shaking his head. VcK is going to have to fight back, though. And so Jackson walking off. Let's see if VcK can pick it up.
Well, with Jackson, he was crawling down the snake. He heard something. I saw it. He got hit in the top of the pod. He looks over at the ref. The ref didn't do anything, so he continued to crawl. And then the ref went up and called a minor penalty on him. You know, that's a questionable call. You know, like, I don't know about it. I mean, oh, a minor penalty also getting thrown. Right, you can see the ref running top side of your screen. That's going to be on Thunder. Seattle Thunder getting shot on the corner.
And that means it was just Jack Kremian on the D side for Thunder, and he's going to get taken out trying to push forward. So Mitchell Andrus and Cameron McCarthy left alive for VcK to hang that flag up. Wait, did the point get conceded? No, not yet.
The Thunder should be conceding this point right now, because what will happen is their penalty come off, they'll be 5 strong, and VcK will start with 4. But now what's going to happen is VcK is being smart, running the penalty down, Maddie. They're going to let the guy come out of the box, then they're going to start with 5.
Yeah, so smartly, finally, Thunder conceding it, and that's going to keep... Well, they're trying to get their own penalty off the board, too.
Okay. Yeah, well, I mean...
But that's smart, though. That means...
FYI, we just lost 15 seconds off that penalty. Yeah. They'd be starting with 4. What? They have a penalty. We need to pay attention. You had one? Okay. Yes. I shot a guy in the city. The one you got here?
Yeah, so Corey Field was basically saying, hey, I shot John Jackson in the snake, and he ended up getting a penalty. But, hey, you guys in the pitch, you need to pay attention and make sure that if the guy's just chilling on the field trying to suck the time down on a penalty, that we take full advantage of that. Again, minors come off if you lose the point. So, you know, tactics in the mental game so important here at this high level. Corey Field knows that. But that was actually pretty good. You know, there was, you could see the ref there calling him out. And the ref's like, oh, okay. I guess you didn't see my signal, so.
Yeah, I didn't see the signal either, actually. So.
You didn't see it right there on the replay?
No, I didn't see it when he was playing.
Oh,
that's why
neither did I. I didn't see it either.
Yeah, I didn't
when
see
they
him
were
signal.
playing.
Yeah, I didn't see him signal either. So he was right. That was a right call. I guess you should have paid a little more attention. But yeah, it was a good call. He clipped him. Good shot by Corey Field.
Yeah. So, but you know, and you notice Corey Field, consummate pro, man, been around the block. He came in and he didn't yell at anybody. He said, hey, I shot a guy in the snake. He had a penalty. That's why we just sucked that time off right there. You guys need to pay attention in here.
Well, that's the way Corey Field is, you know, like he's always very calm on the field. You know, he knows that there's no reason to come in and blow up and yell and scream at anybody. You know, that's the same way he plays on the field. He's very calm no matter what the situation is. That's why we've seen him pull off a lot of 2-on-1s, 3-on-1s. You know, he's always able to play cool, you know, and just understand what's going on in the game, read situations, and, you know, make smart moves. But, you know, definitely good call right there. You know, but I'm sure, you know, that was Coach Mikey Liu of Seattle Thunder trying to figure out, you know, what's going on, why they're down 0-2. Just didn't catch that one. But Mikey Liu, he's a longtime pro as well. You know, he's going to get on top of it. There he is again, you know, with the Luck sweatshirt on.
Well, it's so important to have a coach. And since Mikey Liu's been around the sport for so long and he's a highly intelligent man, it's important, you know, it's important for Thunder that they have him around. You have to have somebody with an objective look who's not playing, be able to look at what's going on out there and help you make decisions.
Yeah, a couple players right there for Seattle Thunder in the pits. You see everybody getting ready, packing up pods, getting them loaded up.
You know, right now, VcK making the step up from Division I to the Challenge Division.
There's Ian Wilson on your screen, John Jackson.
I like both these teams. Thunder at this particular point in time down 2 now. Lots of game left to play. But VcK just a little bit better than them right now. And VcK has been kind of outweighting Thunder, which is kind of strange to say on this particular field. But VcK is doing a good job of getting out alive. Neither one of these teams really effectively shooting anybody off the break to much effect here in the first couple points. Oh, and it looks like 2 penalties? No, it's... No, just one on Thunder. So they're gonna have to start with 1 on VcK. So VcK gonna be starting down a body on that John Jackson penalty.
It looks like Matt Jackson's in the box. So he was thrown in there on his brother's penalty.
Thanks, bro. You know, John's such a huge supporter of paintball, though, in the Texas and Houston area. So we got a little time here. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back, and thank you for accessing awesome paintball gear from RazaLife.com.
Yeah, you know, Raza believes in creating something for absolutely everyone. You can customize any Raza jersey or have your own custom jersey designed just for you.
Wow, Raza sure makes it easy to represent who you are and where you're from with custom jerseys, pants, and much more.
You really can get in on the action and feast on all Raza has to offer by calling right away.
So the story of the year right now is how Raza can really bring out the style your team is looking for. Thanks for checking out RazaLife.com. Come right back after watching this tournament.
So here we go. VcK on your screen, getting ready to roll here. Looks like we're on a little technical timeout. They're just trying to make sure they stay. Well, the rain has not, thank God, come yet. Paintball becomes very difficult when the rain starts coming down, as the gelatin capsules were not necessarily meant to be wet, and your goggles are not meant to be filled with fog and moisture. Playing in the rain was kind of fun, though. It's a pain, but it's kind of like at the end of the day, you get a really good story out of it, and you feel like you kind of went through a little bit of a war, more of a war than normal.
Yeah, I liked it. I was like, oh, man, you remember the time you totally shot me, but the road just came right off.
Just for some reason, though, it didn't leave anything.
Idea what happened.
Remember that brutal game we played in Pomona?
Oh my God! That's how
in LA. In LA that one year.
You were with Excessive.
Yeah, it was Excessive, Infamous in the dark.
That was pain fest.
It was in the dark, in the pouring rain with 10 inches of sludge mud.
Yeah, puddles everywhere. Yeah, people were diving into puddles.
Yeah, that's when you stole John Richardson from me. I was very upset about that.
Well, if you would have been a little nicer to him.
Hey, I'm the nicest guy ever.
Totally, and never just trying to steal everybody's glory over there. You know?
Oh, come on. Me?
Never, ever.
Me?
Yeah, but this not much moisture yet, thank God. But we'll see. So still on a little timeout. So let's talk about some of the games we've got coming up this afternoon here. Let your friends know across your social media platforms and help us help the sport, man. PBA is trying to push paintball forward. We need your help. Okay, we do it all we can. We brought statistics to the game, so now we know who the best players are. We brought fantasy to the game. Let's check out the schedule for the rest of the day. Infamous is going to be taking on Texas Storm after this. Infamous had a good day yesterday. Lots of solid performances from a very hungry professional squad. Taking on Texas Storm, who struggled yesterday, finally getting in the Champions League. We'll see what happens. Do they have enough for Infamous? I don't know. Tampa Bay Damage is going to take on San Antonio X Factor. That should be a good game. San Antonio X Factor looking excellent. They went 2-0 yesterday. Damage went 1-1. They lost to Infamous yesterday afternoon. Then it's Impact Texas Storm, San Antonio X Factor, Los Angeles Infamous, and Edmonton Impact Tampa Bay Damage. I don't know. Which of those games, guys, do you want to see the most?
Tampa Bay Damage, X Factor.
I'm kind of looking forward to X Factor Infamous.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I want to see that one. Yeah. Because that'll be at the end of the day, so we'll know already what happened in that first matchup. And as the end of the day, it's just like the last bracket, the morning bracket, when it starts to get, push comes to shove, we start to figure out who is going to be moving on, who's playing for relegation, and who doesn't have to play tomorrow at all, and it's just going to be mid-level bosses. That's when things start to get interesting.
Yeah, I agree. I think it'll be a true test for both teams. X Factor on X Factor's side to see what they're really made of, because Infamous is playing really, really well right now. And also from the Infamous side, because they're playing the world champion X Factor, to see what they're made of. So it's a give-give relationship, literally.
Yeah.
Look at those guys, Nicky Cuba, Colt Roberts. I mean, the pain gain and all together. So.
Yeah, and Colt Roberts played excellent yesterday. In fact, he set the pace as far as kills in a game. 13 kills for him in the last game of the day when X Factor beat up Edmonton Impact. Here we go on the breakout. There's Thunder and VcK. VcK looks like they are able to get 5 out alive. Risky move, though. And, oh, no, they lose a body over here. Snake side, back corner bunker. And Thunder, they take ground, but losing bodies. They lose one out of that center.
Matt Jackson, or John Jackson, gets square grilled right out of that snake side temple. Player 92 over there in the snake, putting the pressure on. And gets another kill out of that second Dorito over there. Just 2 bodies left alive for VcK. As Thunder starting to come alive over here. Shoots another body out of that Dorito side pin. Only the Dorito corner left. And here comes Seattle Thunder. Finally getting some kills, blowing aside. Start attacking, get up into the 50 structures and start cutting players down across the field. So, they may have lost 15 seconds talking about that plan, but able to put a nice little play together to come out and put a point on the board, stop the Houston run.
And they needed that. They needed that momentum shift, and they got it. So Thunder, 4 players alive for them. Corey Field, Nico Perry, Brandon Morales, and Map Chim. Map Chim, 2 confirmed kills for him. It's great to see him back out there. I got a chance to play with him on Excessive. Big fan of Map Chim. And you want to talk about somebody that's had an interesting life narrative. Map Chim, born in Cambodia, lived the first part of his life in the jungles of Cambodia, with his family's tribe, running from the Khmer Rouge, and then ended up moving and immigrating to the States. And just such an awesome story, and one of the best players for a decent amount of seasons. Played with Dynasty, played with Excessive during their run, and then he helped start another team called Notorious, and just been a big help for paintball in his area of the world. Map Chim, 33 years old. He's got a great family. And just a solid, all-around, awesome human being.
I have to double that up, man. That guy is just, he is just one of the most kindest people you'll ever meet.
Yeah.
I triple that notion, fellas, gentlemen.
Yeah.
Doesn't he stay? He always makes fun of me. Go ahead.
He stays with you when he comes to town, doesn't he?
Yeah, whenever the Notorious was coming down playing those WCPPL, PSP affiliate tournaments, Map would always fly down. No matter what time they got in, we were barbecuing that night.
Hey, that man can make some salsa, too.
This man can cook up a storm. I mean, it didn't matter. Sometimes he'd just bring a cooler full of meat in his backpack, bring it down, get the grill going right away. Todd, dude, slow cook the chicken. Slow cook the chicken, dude.
That's so funny.
So here we go on your screen right now. Seattle Thunder trying to get out wide on the snake side. That's been their move, trying to get out to that back corner bunker to help their snake player, but Gomez not able to make it out this time. So let's see if VcK can take advantage of that. They were able to make it out wide as number 22 for them. I think that's is that TJ Danner back there. So VcK, good field position for them in the center, and they have a guy out wide on the Snake side. You know, VcK is playing a little slower game, though. Not that it's not working, obviously, because they've done very well, and they went 2-0 yesterday, defeating a pretty solid Top Gun Union team, and then also beat Moscow Red Legion, so not too shabby for them. I can't really say anything about any game plans that they had because it's working. Yeah. And now making moves on the D side into D2. Seattle Thunder kind of locked in the pocket. And then Knight is going to try to come up to the pin. Is he going to try to get to the Snake? Yeah, then he makes his bump to the Snake. So Knight in the Snake, trying to get checked out by the referee. Doesn't want to get any more penalties. Penalties have been huge out here today.
Yeah. Looks like we got Matt Jackson getting a check over there too in the Snake side corner. He's alive. VcK loses another body, loses both bodies at the same time off the Dorito side.
This opens the game up for Thunder. It's exactly what Thunder wanted to produce, is some kills over there on that D side. And now, if they can get, oh, but it looks like Thunder losing a body on that D side of the field. So Dorito 2 ends up dying out of his spot, so it's going to be up to Knight here to get it done. It's actually 3-on-2. Might be 2-on-2 actually.
I think it's
no,
2
it's 3-on-2. D1's hot.
So one spot we can't see.
So yeah, D1 is hot, as well as the pin in the backfield, and then also Knight, Scott Knight alive for Seattle Thunder at the 50-yard line. Snake here. 12 minutes and 19 seconds to go in this matchup. Looking at VcK trying to hold off the attack from Seattle Thunder. Knight rolling around on the sidelines. The only two players left alive for VcK, Matt Jackson and Cameron McCarthy, both on the Snake side, and actually both looking Snake side right now. So the attack needs to come up the center or on that D side. Now here it comes. Thunder, oh, but Thunder losing a body, so now all of a sudden it's 2-on-2, and here comes a big move. Oh, Scott Knight gets owned. That might be a penalty too. Ooh, Knight is lucky that he didn't get a penalty right there.
I agree with that.
That was pretty close. But then McCarthy gets picked up from the center, so we got ourselves a good old-fashioned one-on-one battle right now between Matt Jackson and Corey Field. Corey Field has had many heroic games in this position. He's really good at dealing with multiple bodies, and now he's only got one to deal with. So is it going to be Matt Jackson or the old-school pro Corey Field? And Corey Field owns Matt Jackson to tie the game for his team.
You know, Corey Field.
And I was going to say, that's why you pay Corey Field, but Corey Field owns the team. So, then he'd just be paying himself.
That's why Corey Field pays himself.
Takes money out of left pocket, puts it in the right. No, but
I'll give him a couple bucks for that one.
Last year, he put off, what, 2 3-on-1s in a row?
It was Galveston, actually, in 2012. And he had a really amazing game. I think it was against San Antonio X Factor, actually. Pulled a couple low body situations out. There's Corey Field, whole reason Seattle Thunder exists. And played for the Naughty Dogs back in the day, cut his teeth with his brother, and now still representing for the Pacific Northwest. Amazing job for him, pulling off that one-on-one to tie the game up. We'll be right back after this. Looking into VcK's pit right now. This game brought to you by Pro Edge Paintball, John Jackson's store in Houston, Texas. And they are getting ready to roll all tied up, not trying to take their first loss of the tournament here. So we will see who is going to take this game. 11 minutes and 6 seconds to go. These two teams fighting to get into the top 1 or 2 position. The top 2 teams from the Challengers Division advance to play in the Champions Division for the second event that's going to be taking place Rick Carver's Field, OXCC Paintball Park in Maryland, Chesapeake City. Can't wait for that event, if it's anything like this event. And they all kind of seem to be pretty interesting. So the whole reason we do this is it's a fascinating thing. Pro paintball, man. So many stories to follow. So many tests that these players have to undergo. Oh, and look at this, VcK dominating Thunder. No, actually, VcK losing a player as well. Still have a one-body advantage. And immediately up to the center 50, TJ Danner. And his 3 confirmed kills. He's rolling around, wrapping around on that D side there, center your screen, trying to keep Thunder isolated in those back positions and let his boys get up even with him. Here they come. Making his move, John Jackson into the snake. John Jackson's gonna crawl up to this 50-yard line and now try to wrap around and get a shot, and he probably has a shot on the pack of Thunder. Oh, and he does it, nice shot. John Jackson handling business in this 50 snake over here. Oh, but he loses TJ Danner in the center. That's gonna make things a little bit more interesting, but Thunder losing a bunch of bodies here, and that looks like it is going to do it. So VcK scoring that point. Nice job by John Jackson, TJ Danner, Cameron McCarthy, and Matt Jackson.
Yeah, John Jackson shot Nico Perry and Corey Field, both from this side. Way to get up the snake, know your shots to win the game for VcK right now. Now, they're going to, if the flag hang is clear, it's going to be a 3-2 advantage for Houston VcK.
VcK, I was really interested to see how they were going to play out here. You know, a team that normally comes out and plays really slow paintball. And, you know, this definitely not that type of field. So, looks like we have an interview down the sideline with Lauren Kelly. Or not. We're just back up here in the booth.
You know, we had talked about Ryan Smith actually making his move. He actually was one of the pro players on the team of Houston Heat last year from the winning team last year. That's Randy Smith's son, actually helping out VcK. He is a local boy down there in Houston and helping out this team get to where they are. I think it's a good move for him. He fits in well with the team and can probably teach these guys a lot about the pro level.
Well, it's always one of those tough things, man. It's always tough to leave the team that you helped start, but everyone's got their own journey in life. We will see who's going to win this matchup. Is it going to be VcK, Seattle Thunder? VcK slight edge over Seattle Thunder right now. Score 3-2. We'll be right back after this. VcK taking the field to start this next point. Seattle Thunder on the opposite side. For Thunder, Jordan Watson, Corey Field, Map Chim, Jack Crimian, and Brandon Morales. Crimian, only player not to have a confirmed kill. Brandon Morales, 2, Chim, 2, Corey Field, 3, Jordan Watson, 1. VcK, Matt Jackson's got 3, John Jackson, 4. He's the confirmed kill leader for Houston VcK. Thus far, TJ Danner, 3. Here we go. VcK on your screen right now, shooting 2 Thunder players off the break, so instant advantage for them. Here comes Jackson into the snake all the way to the 50. Ooh, almost got clipped though. Able to dodge it. He's gonna roll, try to get a shot. Nice shot by John Jackson on, I think that was Corey Field in the center.
Jordan Watson.
Jordan Watson takes out Jordan Watson.
Still going to work though.
Another one.
And that's Corey Field right there getting shot coming off the field. So a body over here on the snake side. But he is going to get run down. Ryan Smith coming from that tall tower in the middle. Ryan Smith right there, formerly of Houston Heat, coming up the gut and cutting across, bunkering out that Thunder player to close out the game. There he is, number 11.
Good.
So Houston VcK, you know, went up 2, dropped a couple quick ones, and then another 2-point run right here to go up 4-2. You know, some of the slower points that we've seen so far this event between these two teams, but you know, it doesn't matter how long the points go as long as you get that win, get to hang the flag. So 4-2 right now, advantage for VcK.
Looking good, man.
Yeah,
they look real good.
They do. VcK, they're not making a lot of mistakes. They're doing a great job at getting out against the guns of Thunder off the break. And then they're doing great jobs of making those secondary bumps into the important positions, heads up, looking for those lanes, able to get in mostly clean, and then they know their shots from there. So, yeah, VcK, I can see why they've won some games so far at this event. Now, can they take down Thunder? See you in just a few minutes.
Ever wonder why you feel so great after purchasing from buypbl.com? We stock and test only the best to be sold directly to you. And once our team of experts deems that your order is complete, it gets the stamp. Once your order is packed, our team of shippers will get you your goods fast. Ooh, yeah. Never have a bad shopping experience again. Shop at buypbl.com. Feel free, alive, and incredibly rich.
I am down here in the VcK pit. You guys have been playing really well all weekend. You went 2-0. You have a 2-point lead right now. How has this field layout been playing to your strengths?
It's been real good. We've just been trying to stay alive off the break, weather the storm, and then just play our game.
All right, and Thunder did get 2 points on you. What are you trying to do to make sure they don't get any more points, defend against them?
Not get any more penalties.
That's a big one. All right, we'll see if they keep the lead.
Thank you.
On the breakout right now, we are back on your screen. That's Houston VcK on your screen, making a big move, Matty, to the snake, getting clipped in the pack on the way.
Yeah, he looked like he did get clipped in the pack, though. Referee in there checking him out. Might have not left any paint.
No, it looked like one of those ones that just barely hits you.
Yeah, every now and then you get a paintball that impacts with you, but then every bit of paint just splashes off. So a little bit of lucky break here for VcK, but rather be lucky than good any day. VcK chopping it up in the snake.
Ooh, Thunder just took one in the leg right there. Better get off the field. Yep, out of that Dorito side corner, Nico Perry getting shot down to 2 bodies again. And make that one body as Corey Field gets stuck in the pin again.
That bunker gets real small, man. These guys looking really clean, man. Really clean, goods playing really well together. A lot of bodies alive. You'll notice when they're winning, they're winning 4 and 5 bodies alive.
John Jackson, yeah, 5 bodies alive. Him and his brother Matt. John Jackson, him and Cameron McCarthy. Well, I was gonna say Cameron, him and John were tied at 6 confirmed kills each. John with that bunkering at the end. Last kill goes to him, so he is now the confirmed kill count leader for Houston VcK. All 5 players left alive. They're 2 points away from victory, and they're looking pretty good right now against Seattle Thunder. Seattle Thunder, they need to. They're getting beat off the break, and then they're also dying out of their spots, not making the same type of moves that Houston VcK is able to make. So Thunder going to have to change it up here, come with a little bit more intensity in order to match Houston VcK shot for shot, because it's not happening right now.
Yeah, I mean, Thunder, of all the games, that we've watched of Seattle Thunder, they've always shot people on the break, and it just does not seem like they're getting anything for kills on the break this match. VcK, luckily for Thunder, really isn't either. But, VcK is taking advantage and getting into the good spots right away, and then just chopping them down, shooting them out of their spots. So, there's a couple of the new pickups for VcK, and Ian Wilson and Ryan Smith.
So let's check out this replay here. So this is VcK breakout. Watch him whip the guns around. Bam, 4 guns up. Only 1 body running out without shooting. Even the guy streaking out to the corner. And that's an interesting run. Did you see the run there to the snake off the break, Todd?
Now watch his pack right here, too.
Yeah, so watch this. And you're going to see, yeah. I don't know if did that come off the bunker or did that come off to him?
It's hard to tell, man. Regardless, the pain wasn't there. The ref was on it right away.
Yeah, the ref's looking right at him.
I liked his lane, though, Matty, like you said.
Yeah, that was an interesting run, getting a little creative with the breakouts. You have to on this particular layout. You got to get creative out there. And I like what I'm seeing out of most of the teams here and the way they've walked this field and really thought a lot about those off-the-break shots and then how they're going to get to those important bunkers.
Yeah, he took that from me.
On your screen.
Yeah, you gave me the old wise eye right there. I didn't know what it was.
Matt Jim right in the goggles on the break as Seattle Thunder decides to double up that small pin.
Now they're gonna get trapped
it could
there.
be dangerous for them as TJ Danner comes straight up to the left side of the A. And you see him right there on the Dorito side of the A and has just the full lane. He could launch right now, get out of there, but I think the only player that sees him is the snake corner. But he's going to be a thorn in the side of Seattle Thunder just by staying there and locking off the Dorito side. It's going to allow the snake side of VcK to get up and get in the game.
Yeah, so VcK just still dominating the insert moves, man. They're always in the 50s. They're really able to get up the field. And Thunder really starting to struggle here in the second part of this match. Last player left alive gets shot to pieces by number 23, TJ Danner. So again, 5 players alive for Houston VcK to end this point. And when you look at their confirmed kill counts across the board, everybody's contributing. Jackson, Andrus, Carthy, Wilson, Danner. 7s, 3s, 5. I mean, everyone's getting kills out there, and that's what you need. If you want to be a winning paintball team, everyone needs to step up for you, or you're not going to be able to contend in the Champs or Challengers division.
Well, and look at this, too. Seattle Thunder, man, they've been around. They played really, really well. They played this league. They have some seasoned players, had some new players as well. But look at Houston VcK playing right now, 6-2 up against Seattle Thunder. And after these messages from word from our sponsors, we'll talk about more of this game.
Cloudy day here in Dallas, Texas at Cousins Paintball Park. And Matty Marshall with Chris Osoy and Todd Martinez bringing you guys all the action for the 2013 or 14 PSP Dallas opener. And we've seen a brutal battle thus far. Who's going to prevail in this tournament? I don't know. We're going to find out tomorrow. That's what it's all about. I mean, you play paintball to try to make it to Sunday. They don't call it the Sunday Club for nothing. That's the whole point. Well, other than just having an awesome time with your the buds, which is what the game is about. But if you work hard, you really can march up these divisions. Other than the hard work that all these teams have put in, I mean, it really is possible. Paintball's not about size. It's not about strength. It is a little bit about speed, but there's a lot of guys on the pro circuit that aren't exactly speed demons, but they still are monster gunfighters, and they've earned the spot to play here in these 2 professional divisions. Let's see if Thunder can earn this win against VcK. VcK 1 point away from taking victory here, and it is not looking good for Thunder. Again, off the break. VcK really has those off the break shots down as Knight and Nico Perry walking off early here.
You're right, Matty. Those guys, when they come off the break, they turn around and their guns are right on point. They're shooting really good lanes. They're getting people shot, like literally right out of the box, practically. Another one going down on the side of Seattle Thunder, down to 2 players now, 5-on-2. Jordan Watson and Adam Gomez.
Yeah, only 2 bodies left alive over here. One on the snake side, one way up in the middle as Jordan Watson just trying to lock off that Dorito side, but Matt Jackson getting shot right in the head.
I like that guy, actually. He plays
down
pretty
the wire.
decent paintball.
Yeah. VcK looks good, man. VcK plays a little slower brand of paintball, a little bit slower, but they are playing great paintball. They're making good shots. They got great game plans. Their off-the-break shots are great. I mean, they're doing what it takes right now, and Thunder isn't, Thunder's a good team. They got some experience on that team, and here comes the last player left alive for Thunder, is going to get tapped out by TJ Danner, and the Texans now cheering on VcK, who are going to take home the victory here. Going 3-0 so far in this tournament. That score is going to be 7-2.
Yeah, that's Ryan Smith right there. VcK going to hang that last flag. looking fresh and clean. I don't think he even got shot this whole match, so.
So next up, we're going to have Los Angeles Infamous and Texas Storm coming at you, Champions Division, in just a few moments. Do not go anywhere.
Last season was a disappointment for Los Angeles Infamous. They never made it into the finals, and they had to play in relegation games to preserve their Champions League spot throughout the year, and they finished 7th overall. The team was inconsistent in 2013, but they do have the talent to win, as they have mostly the same squad who was able to win 2 years ago in Chicago. The roster is stacked with talented veterans who play with a big chip on their shoulders. Damian Ryan has been nothing short of a wrecking ball for the past 2 years. His stats are up there with some of the best in the business, and he plays almost every point. Kevin Rudolph and Nicky Cuba are both experienced clutch support players, and Infamous has aggressive attackers in Brad McCurley, Drew Templeton, and Zach Wake, who have all proved capable in big games. The team is led by Travis Lemansky, who will need to make sure his roster stays focused and is able to utilize the talent that they have at their disposal so they can get back where they believe they deserve to be, on the podium hosting a first-place trophy.
Texas Storm is one of the oldest paintball teams in existence. Recently, they have reinvigorated their efforts and fought to earn the right to play in the Champions Division. Storm is going to need all their new firepower to contend with the stacked rosters that they will be facing, and they will need to play as penalty-free as possible, as they've had problems with flags in the recent past. They do have weapons, good leadership, and tons of heart. They recently picked up veteran Shane Howe, who should be able to get things done for them on the snake side. Mark Johnson is a very creative player, which could help the team on this layout. Justin Suarez will be the first to attack on the D side. Clint Johnson is also very fast, so look for him to run up the snake with Shane Howe. Derek Knight and Andy Horvath could see a lot of reps as well, depending on their performance. Texas Storm has finally earned what they've been wanting for the past 2 years, a chance to try their skills against the best the PSP has to offer. They're going to need to fight hard to keep their Champions Division spot.
I am here with TJ Danner of VcK. They just played Thunder and won 7-2. You guys are unbeatable so far. And this is their first time in the Challengers bracket, which is amazing. But you're going up against Art Chaos next. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling pretty good so far. You know, we had our very first match in the Challengers League was against the Russians, and we ended up beating them, playing really well. We're just doing really well playing together and everything like that. So we'll see how it goes. Looking forward to it.
All right, we'll see how they can do against Art Chaos. That's all for now, but we're coming up with another match, so stay tuned.
So go. Yeah, so VcK has a really big challenge in front of them as they play Art Chaos. Art Chaos in the Challengers division has played 21 points so far, and they've only lost 1 point. So good luck to VcK as they go to play the Russian Superstars. Wish them the best. You never know, though. That's why you play the game, though. You want to play teams like Art Chaos and see how good you really are. Regardless, though, 3-0. Probably going to see them tomorrow, potentially playing for the Challengers Division Championship. And you're looking at them right there, VcK. So next up, coming at you, highly anticipated match between Infamous and Texas Storm. You know, Texas Storm here. Texas Paintball has done so well the past couple seasons. And also, do not miss out PSP Mid-Atlantic Open, May 2nd through the 4th at Rick Carver's Field, OXCC Paintball in Chesapeake City, Maryland. Go to pspevents.com. Get your team into the fight. Make sure to sign up early. Very important because, you know, this event's sold out. So if you want to play in the PSP biggest, best league in the world, this is the proving grounds. Straight up, it is the paintball proving grounds. And that's going to be an awesome event. Love that facility. So go to pspevents.com, sign up your team for the next event. So here we go. Is it going to be Infamous? Infamous looked pretty good yesterday, Todd.
Yeah, Infamous looked really solid. Texas Storm got off to a slow start their first game, then came back, looked a little bit better in their second game against X Factor. Not much better, but, I'm sorry, their second game. But, you know, Infamous, man, you know, Infamous looked really solid.
Yeah, so here we go. Infamous or Storm. Storm, they need to pick it up. We will see. Infamous had a really good day yesterday. We'll see you in just a few moments.
Nikki, and just the poison call. If we're in the 50 together.